A very warm welcome, everyone. My name is Akansha Pandey, and I'm working as an assistant professor in IIMT College of Pharmacy. Today, I'm here to deliver my lecture on the topic of packaging. So, before moving forward, I would like to introduce the contents I'm going to cover in this lecture video. First is the what is packaging. Before moving forward any topic, what we need to understand what is the exact term is packaging. Okay. Next is characteristics of packaging, uses of packaging, and types of packaging material. Okay, first we are going to just understand what the exact word packaging. Packaging is the art, science, and technology of enclosing or protecting products for the distribution, storage, sale, and use. Okay. Before anything, before moving forward, what we need to understand what the term exact packaging is. Packaging is a kind of technology, or you can say the art, in which we just protect our products by enclosing them in any container or any kind of storage material. Okay. Packaging also refers to the process of design, evaluation, and production of packages. Packaging also defined as the collection of different components. Okay, if we talk about the liquid preparation, we just what we use the bottles. If we talk about the tablet preparation, what we use the strips. If we talk about the parental preparation, what we use vials. So on the basis of the materials, what we are going to deliver, what we are going to use, the packaging materials or the packaging containers also depends. Okay. Moving forward, what are the factors that really affects the packaging material? These are the basic factors, that is application of product, but how we are going to use, whether we are using as a dropper or like a syrup or like a tablet. Okay. So based on the using method, we just use the containers. Have you ever seen the liquid container is packed in a strip? No, you have always you have seen the liquid container always used to packed in the bottle kind of containers. Okay. The product or the pack content. Okay. The product or the content we are going to pack in any container, that also the major factor that affect the packaging. Okay. The content stability, the environment, the transportation, these are the factors that affect the packaging. Okay. Moving forward, what are the characteristics of any packaging material that should follow these characteristics? That must be FDA approved, that must be non-toxic, or any odor or taste that won't be impact from that packaging material. Okay. Or that should not be reactive to the product. Also protect the products from the environment as well as the transportation conditions or the transportation changes. Okay. While we are transporting the things, the climates also changes. While we just import and export things, the packaging material should be like that don't affect the products we have packed inside. Okay. Okay, moving forward, I have just elaborated the basic four factors. Okay, first is physical protection is the most important thing while choosing the packaging material. It protects from among other things like mechanical shocks, vibration, transportation changes, and electrostatic discharge, compression, temperature. These are the physical protection. Information transmission packages and labels communicate how to use, transport, recycle, or dispose of the package of the product. With pharmaceutical, food, medical, and chemical products, some type of information are required by the governments. Okay. Marketing, the packaging and the label can be used by the marketers to encourage the potential buyers to purchase the product. Okay, if we talk about the marketing thing now, that any packaging material or the container we are using, that should be very convenient while handling to the consumers or by handling by the distributors. Okay. The marketing is the important terms, as if we have any container, that should be very convenient for the users to use. Okay. Types of packaging. Okay, if we talk about the types of packaging, we have basically three types: primary packaging, secondary packaging, and the tertiary packaging. If we talk about the terms of the primary packaging, it is the first envelopes that consist direct contact with the contents we are going to pack any container. Okay. If we talk about the bottles are the primary packaging containers, because we are just going to fill our pharmaceutical content directly in the bottles. Okay. Secondary is the secondary packaging, and then tertiary packaging. Okay, I'm just going to elaborate these terms in a short sentence. If we talk about particularly liquid preparation. Okay. Bottles are the primary containers that have the direct contact with the content or the pharmaceutical product. If we talk about the next step, that is the tertiary packaging, the boxes in which we use to put our bottles or the containers, that is the secondary, that is paper boards or cartons, that would be the. And the tertiary packaging is the when we talk about the bulk packaging, in which the numbers of cartons, number of bottles, number of containers has been packed in a large amount, large container. Or you ever seen the wooden boxes? That would be the example of the tertiary packaging. Okay. Moving forward for the types of packaging, these are the basic types of packaging that we have already seen in our daily day-to-day life. That is glass, metals, rubbers, plastic, porous materials, films, foils, and laminates. Okay. First, I'm going to introduce what is glass. Glass has been widely used as a drug packaging material. Glass is the components of sand, soda ash, limestone, and pellets. Okay. If we talk about the glass, okay, glass is a basic, very basic type of packaging material. Okay, glass is composed of sand, soda ash, और अगर मैं और अलग type के जैसे type 1, type 2, type 3, these are the basic 5 types, type 1, type 2, type 3, colored glass, non-parental glass, ये सारे के सारे जो types होते हैं उनमें ये different होते हैं SI, aluminium, sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, zinc, बेरियम, ये सारे के सारे जो होते हैं ना, इन सबको चेंजेस किया जाता है कॉम्पोजिशन के हिसाब से. देन वी हैव द डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ glasses. Okay, advantage, they are hygienic and suitable for sterilization. Okay, very important thing, very important advantage, we can just use by sterilizing it. Okay, they are relatively non-reactive. Okay, they can be used on the high speed packaging line. They are transparent, so we can have a view of the material, the containers, the content we have packed in the glass containers. They have good protection layer power and easily be labeled. Okay, if we talk about the disadvantage, it is relatively heavy. Okay, if we talk about the comparison between the plastic and the glass container, it is very obvious that the glass containers is heavy and it may be easily broken. Okay, so look, what we use, we just prefer less. If talk about the more chances, we have used glass container packaging more, but it just broken easily. Okay. Next, we talk about the metals. Metals are the containers used solely for the medicinal products for the non-parental administration. Okay. If we talk about the metals, metals can be used in the packaging for the parentals. Okay. We just use the metals for the non-parental administration. Okay. Metals का सबसे बड़ा advantage होता है कि they are strong, opaque, impermeable, so that the moisture can be transferred from one zone to another zone. It don't has odor, bacterial protection, light protection, or the environment climatic protection. Everything is good for the product that we are going to package in the metals. Okay, if first we talk about the metals we are using, that is aluminum. Aluminum, we use this 3 kinds of: thickest aluminum, intermediate aluminum, and the thinnest. Thickest one are used for the rigid containers such as for aerosols. If you ever have seen the aerosols, the spray bottle preparations, that is called aerosols. Okay, for the aerosols we use the thickest aluminum. And if we talk about the intermediate thickness, the example would be the collapsible tube that we are just used in the preparation of semi-solid kinds of preparation. Okay, and the thinnest one is the for the laminated or for the strips kinds of preparation for the tablets. Okay, moving forward, the next one is the rubber. Rubber is the excellent material for forming seals used for the foam closures or the banks for the vials. Okay, if we talk about that, I'm just going to elaborate in a very brief way. Okay, if we talk about the rubbers we can use for the seals kinds of packaging. If we want the product should not leak out and the product is in liquid preparation, what we just use it as a seal preparation. Have you ever seen the vials? Vials has been closed by this. Okay, so rubbers are used for the seal preparation. Okay. If we talk, have you ever seen the aerosols? Aerosols having a rubber on her outlet mouth. so that the material inside the container should not get it out. Okay. The categories we are using for the rubbers are the basically two: natural, suitable for the multiple use closures like in injectable products, for the parental products. Okay. Disadvantage: it doesn't well tolerate multiple autoclaving, becoming brittle and leads to the relative degree of extractable material in the presence of additives. Risk of product absorbing. Okay, what are the disadvantage? If we just sterilize it multiple times, it don't have the same kind of action as it have in first use. Okay? And the risk of absorbing product in rubber is highly having chances that a rubber could absorb the material inside the um, packed in any container. Okay. Next, we talk about the synthetic rubbers have very few additives. Okay, if we talk about the synthetic rubbers, we just add few additives. So it experience less absorption. Okay. If we talk about the suitability, what we use, it is very less suitable for repeatable insertion of needle because they tend to fragment or core, pushing while small particles of rubber into the product. Example is silicon, butyl, chlorobutyl, etc. Silicon is less reactive, but it does experience permeability to moisture and gas. Okay, rubber is the things that that experiences the permeability. Okay. Moving forward, the next material we use is plastic. Before that, I would like to elaborate what are the classes we use in the plastics, that is thermoplastic and thermosets. Thermoplastic capable of being shaped after initial heating. Okay, thermoplastic is a kind of material that we could shape out while we heat that. Okay, what we do, we just heat that product and that plastic, we just shape it out, and just after cooling it gets solidified. Okay, and the thermostat, they need heat processing into the permanent shape. Okay, for the permanent shape, thermostats need the high heat during heating such material from permanent cross-link between the linear chain, resulting the solidification and loss of plastic flow. Okay, example are phenolic, urea, melamine, and representative of thermostats. Okay, that are the used for many types of pack, including rigid bottles of tablets. If we have seen the bottles, tablets in any bottle like will live 52, these are the example for the thermosets. Okay. Advantage of the plastic packaging material, they are less expensive, easy to transport, and it does not broke. Okay, flexible, light in weight. And what are the disadvantage? The glasses have the more capability of being inert, while plastics are least in not that least inert comparatively of the glass. Okay. Okay, next is they are not impermeable to gas and vapor. Okay, if we talk about the gas, they are not impermeable, act as an impermeable agent for the gas. Okay, they may possess an electrostatic charge while it attracts the particles. Okay, next, the materials we are used for the packaging is fibrous. The fibrous materials are the important part of pharmaceutical packaging. Fibrous materials may include papers, labels, carton, bag, outer, everything that consists of paper. Okay. Application increase display area. While packaging, we just use paper as a label. Okay. Provide better stability for display of stock item. We just note it down on that paper, the stock item. Okay, so these are the fibrous material. If we talk about the foil, films, laminates, films are the most important material for pharmaceutical application in aluminum. Film, cellophane is an attractive transparent film which can be colored or printed upon. So it is used an outer wrapper. Laminates are the used for to combine the properties of individual foil and film and strictly made by bonding the layer with the adhesive. Okay. If we talk about the film, that is the simplest form of using aluminum to pack any solid material. That is foil, sorry, that is foil in which we use aluminum. Okay. If we talk about the films, we having a cellophane layer to just wrap anything. And that cellophane, that is called film. And if we talk about the laminates, laminates consist of a layer of film and foils. that is stick by the adhesive. Have you ever seen the tablet laminates that consist of the film or wrappers, or while closing any plastic bottle, what we use the cellophane film, then on top of that we use the aluminum foil. Okay, that calls the laminate. Laminate is a kind of packaging, you can say the sealing of bottles from upper side that consists first layer of films, that is cellophane film, and next is the foil of aluminum foil. Okay, uses of film form laminates. These are the uses, that is strip pack, blister pack, cleaners for the box, either attached or loose back box in box system. Okay, already have told for the box system, for the bottle system. Okay, foil blister. When sealed with the metal foil cover, the blister can provide a hermetic pack. That is an isolated system which exclude any exchange of gases between the product and the surrounding. Okay. Foil blisters. What is foil blisters? That means if we are protecting any product inside that container, and we are just covering with the foil blisters, it just protects the gaseous exchange. Okay, the gaseous exchange just act as a membrane between the two surroundings. Okay, and the blister packs are commonly used as a unit dosage form packaging for the pharmaceutical tablet capsules. Okay, have you ever seen the tablets and capsules that is packed in a blister form? That is simply a blister pack. Okay, blister pack consists of two principal components: a foam base, by creating the cavity inside which is protected, and the lidding foil for dispensing the product out of the pack. Okay. Okay, that's for the today. Thank you.